Kasi ang confidential po mismo ay yung paggagamitan, hindi yung pagbibilhan. Magkaibang bagay po kasi yun.
It is an acknowledgement receipt in the name of Mary Grace Piatos, another Piatos, Renan Piatos of Nova Santos. Four, Patiting, Andilim.
I think you
It's
know
the
my
way it
point, Your
sounds, Your
Honor.
Honor. It's like Patiting. That's the way it's spelled. And the next one, maybe you will object again. It's Alejandro A. Pikit. I was gonna say, kanya siguro madali. May pikit ang mata. Pikit.
Exactly, Your Honor, our point, Your Honor.
Mr. Wamil, you shall continue with your testimony under the same oath. The status is that we are in the direct examination of the witness, Mr. Wamil, by the counsel for the panel of prosecutors, Attorney Lorna Kapunan. Ma'am, you may proceed and continue if you are ready. When you are ready, rather.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Witness, kumain ka na ba?
Yes, ma'am. Kumain naman po.
Kumain ka naman. No? Kasi tatanong ko sa'yo. Kanina sinabi mo, Mr. Witness, na nag-submit ng revised accomplishment report ang Office of the Vice President at sinabi mo na marami pa ring discrepancies at kulang-kulang ang mga dokumento. What did you do? Anong ginawa mo, if any, pagkatanggap mo nitong revised accomplishment report?
Nung natanggap ko po yung revised accomplishment report, I gave due consideration po dun sa kanilang supplemental submission. And then, nag-issue po kami ng supplemental AOM in consideration of their additional submission.
Okay. Why was it necessary to issue another AOM? Bakit kailangan nag-issue ka pa ng isa pang audit observation memorandum?
Since hindi naman po na-issue yung aming first AOM dahil hindi nga po nila na-receive. So, wala po kaming, under our rules po, AOM po talaga yung aming i-issue if we note findings doon sa kanilang submission sa ICFAO.
Flashed on the screen, Your Honors, Mr. Presiding Officer, with your permission, is this AOM referred to by this witness. Mr. Witness, can you walk us? Pakisabi sa atin lahat dito, ano ang mga na-observe mo dito sa AOM na sinubmit?
Witness may refer to the document and may be assisted by assisting counsels for both parties.
Based on the evaluation po ng documents, doon sa kanilang, katulad nga po nung sinabi ko kanina, doon sa katulad nung nasa first hearing po namin, since wala pa rin silang isinamit na documentary evidence of payments. So nireiterate po namin dito sa aming second AOM yung kanilang non-submission of the documentary evidence of payments. Tapos katulad din po nung sinabi ko kanina, since doon sa kanilang revised accomplishment report ay merong items for the provision of medical and food aid for 40 million pesos at payment of incentives or traveling expenses relative to the confidential operations of the OBP na 10 million pesos na hindi allowable expenses based on the item 4.8 of the Joint Circular 2015-01. And also, doon sa kanilang revised accomplishment report, meron po silang item for the payment of rewards pero wala silang isinamit na any document evidencing the success of the information gathering or surveillance activities pursuant to the information given by the informer. And also, nakasama din po sa aming findings yung kanilang hindi sinubmit na special budget request at hindi rin po nila isinubmit yung proof of submission nila nung kanilang revised accomplishment report to the Office of the President, the Senate President, and the Speaker of the House. And lastly po, dun sa disbursement voucher kasi, ang nag-approve po nun ay si Assistant Secretary Limuel G. Ortonio, which is not compliant with the joint circular dahil according to the joint circular, it shall be the responsibility of the head of the agency to approve the cash advances.
Okay. So na-mention mo dito yung 40 million na ginastos ng Office of the Vice President para sa gamot, medicines.
Yes, ma'am.
Walang supporting document. Mr. Witness?
As of this time po, wala po silang binigay na supporting document.
Ito ring 10 million na ginamit bilang liquidation sa travel expenses ng Office of the Vice President para sa confidential fund. Ano-anong mga dokumento ang sinabmit para dito?
Pwede pong paulit po ng tanong, ma'am.
10 million ang sinabi mong travel funds na ginamit ng Office of the Vice President galing sa kanyang confidential funds. Meron bang sinabmit na dokumento ang Vice President para i-liquidate itong 10 million na travel funds niya?
Wala po silang sinabmit na document supporting that disbursement po.
Itong mga payment of rewards, magkanong payment of rewards?
Ang
Ulit.
kanilang payment of rewards po ay 10 million pesos based on the submitted revised accomplishment report.
Okay. Itong 10 million na ginastos o binayad ng Office of the Vice President sa mga nagbigay ng information ba to?
Payment of rewards for the...
Rewards.
Yes, ma'am.
Meron bang mga dokumentong sinabmit ang Presidente, Vice Office of the Vice President para i-liquidate itong paggamit ng confidential funds niya sa rewards?
Wala pong silang sinabmit na document po in support of the payment of rewards as of this time.
Ngayon,
This po, as of the date nung AOM po.
after issuing, sabi mo may audit observation memorandum na previously marked for reference as Exhibit P-1-12-B na common exhibit with the respondent. Pagkatapos na issue itong AOM, anong nangyari afterwards, if any?
After po namin after ma-serve ng ICFO yung both AOMs po, nagbigay si Office of the Vice President ng kanilang response.
And if I show you a copy of this response of the Office of the Vice President, will you be able to identify the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, please again, this is a stipulated document. This is,
Assistant counsel of both parties may approach the witness to guide him as to the document being identified.
this is Exhibit P-1-12-C for the petitioner. Prosecution. Ito bang response ng Office of the Vice President? Ina-evaluate mo din?
Yes, ma'am.
At anong findings mo, if any?
Actually po, before ko na-evaluate itong response na ito, nag-submit pa sila ng additional response sa amin. At sabay po namin in-evaluate yung kanilang both responses.
So, dalawang response.
Yes, ma'am.
At ano ang findings mo sa dalawang response na to?
Sa response po kasi nila, they attached the documentary evidence of payments. So nagkaroon po kami ng finding about the various payment of rewards made based on the submitted documentary evidence of payments na naka-attach dun sa response nila in the form of acknowledgement receipts. So based on the acknowledgement receipts na sinamit po, nagkaroon sila ng payment of rewards in cash, in medicine, and in various goods. At lahat po nung kanilang payment of rewards ay walang naka-attach na any document supporting the success of the information gathering activity or surveillance activity on account of the information given by the informer. And also po, nagkaroon din sila ng various purchases based on the documentary evidence of payments. Meron po silang yung kanilang binili na medicines and various goods which were given as rewards. Yung kanilang binili na supplies. Yung binili nila na tables and chairs and desktop printers and computers. Pero yung supporting document lang po nun ay acknowledgement receipt instead of official receipts or sales invoices. And also, with respect to the payment po ng tables and chairs and desktop printers and computers, hindi po nila in-indicate if those purchases were really intended for the confidential operations of the OVP.
Sa joint circular na sinabi mong guidelines para sa liquidation report ng Office of the Vice President, bakit sinasabi mo na walang supporting documents itong tables and chairs na binili, itong desktop, itong medicines, itong supplies? Ano ang kailangan mo na supporting document?
Actually, since it was ang involved po ay purchases, then those purchases should have been supported with sales invoices and official receipts instead of the acknowledgement receipts lang po.
In other words, Mr. Witness, itong acknowledgement receipt, walang kasamang mga resibo.
Yes, ma'am. Wala po silang inattached na resibo.
Hindi ba confidential yan kung saan drugstore ka bumili ng medicine?
Hindi naman po siguro confidential pag kung ang pagbibilhan mo ay mga drugstore. Kasi ang confidential po mismo ay yung paggagamitan, hindi yung pagbibilhan. Magkaibang bagay po kasi yun.
Yung mga grocery na binilhan ng mga sari-saring groceries at supplies, hindi ba confidential dapat ang mga pangalan ng grocery na yan?
Hindi naman po kailangan maging confidential yung pangalan ng mga groceries. Katulad nga po ng sinabi ko, ang confidential ay yung paggagamitan, hindi yung pagbibilhan. At magkaibang bagay po kasi yun.
Yung hardware stores na pinagbilhan ng mga tables and chairs tsaka desktop, hindi ba confidential yung mga pangalan ng mga hardware stores na yan?
Hindi rin po necessarily na confidential yung pangalan ng hardwares dahil yun nga po, hindi naman confidential yung pinagbilan kundi yung paggagamitan ng kanilang pondo.
Your Honor.
At this juncture, Your Honor, may we
With the permission of
manifest?
counsel for the panel of prosecutors. Yes, what is the pleasure of
Your
the
Honor,
counsel?
may
First one?
we move to strike out the responses of the witness to those questions as he is not competent and qualified to answer, especially since he is not pointing to any provision of the JC as to his opinion on whether confidential o hindi ang mga pangalan ng mga drugstores, ang mga pangalan ng mga sari-sari stores, Your Honors. I think that is beyond his competence, Your Honor, as an auditor.
If I may respond.
Unless, Your Honor, he can point to a specific provision in the joint circular.
Your Honor,
Counsel
please.
for the panel for prosecutors, Attorney Gabunan may respond before the
Your
chair
Honor,
makes a ruling.
please, Your Honor. First of all, they're asked and answered. Counsel should have timely objected when being asked. 3 times he was asked. Secondly, Your Honor, I don't think it is accurate to say that this has no basis because earlier, pinaghirapan po namin pakita yung mga particular provisions ng Joint Circular 2015 para i-point out ano-ano ang mga pwedeng gamitan ng confidential funds at ano-ano ang pwedeng paggamit or bawal na paggamit ng confidential funds. And this witness, Your Honor, based on the circular, did say that whatever activity that is must be related to the physical and financial plans submitted by the Office of the Vice President and or the DepEd. For instance, tables and chairs, what particular surveillance activity or operation or terrorist surveillance are tables and chairs and desktops and medicines and supplies related to? The payment of rewards, Your Honor. Again, This witness cited the particular provision of the joint circular that says the payment of reward should not stop there. It should point, Your Honor, according to the joint circular, it should point to particular documents that would show or point to that activity by which the rewards were deserved, Your Honor. So
Chair
it's
will make a
very clear in
ruling.
the circular, Your Honor.
Chair will make a ruling, asked and answered, as correctly pointed out by counsel for the panel of prosecutors. Aside from that, the witness is competent to testify as to how he evaluated the submissions and the response letters given by the Office of the Vice President in relation to the AOMC issued that were all based on JMC number 15-01.
Your Honor,
yes,
I will
counsel
not
for-
be asking for reconsideration and I will submit to the ruling of the court. I just want to make it of record that when we say asked and answered, Your Honors, I gave leeway to the opposing counsel to ask the question basically because I did not think the question was objectionable, but it is the answer that I'm asking to be stricken out based on the competence of the witness because there is no provision under the JC that says ano yung sari-sari store ay hindi confidential. But again, Your Honor, I just wanted to put that on the record, but I will abide by the ruling of the Honorable Presiding
Duly
Officer,
noted,
Your Honor.
counsel for the respondent, and you may note a continuing objection should the counsel for the panel of prosecutors continue with this
Thank you, Your
line of
Honor.
questioning. Attorney
Thank you,
Kapunan,
Your
you may
Honor.
proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. At this juncture, Your Honor, may we manifest for the record that in accordance with our request for stipulation, we had presented for stipulation to counsel for the respondent 845 acknowledgement receipts, Your Honor, that would show recipients of the various amounts mentioned in relation to disbursement of confidential funds, their names, what they were spent for, and the dates of receipts, Your Honor. Sadly, counsel for the respondent has refused, despite this being common exhibits for the prosecution and defense, Your Honor, counsel has refused to stipulate. May I repeat that now? We are not stipulating as to the contents, which will be properly identified in part, because we will not present all 845, Your Honor, documents. But may we know from counsel if
What
he
does
will
counsel for respondent say?
attest to its existence and that these were documents they themselves, Your Honor, submitted to the COA ICFAO by way of their liquidation. These are their very own documents by way of liquidation to the confidential funds, which were allotted and spent by the Office of the Vice President and the DepEd. But for the meantime, for the Office of the Vice President, Your Honor, these
Attorney Po?
very same documents are what they submitted to the COA ICFAO, Your Honor.
Attorney Po?
Your Honor, I beg the indulgence of the Honorable Court as well as the distinguished opposing counsel, but we really cannot stipulate on these matters precisely because the insinuation that this was the very documents that the OVP and DepEd submitted to COA is very much in question, Your Honors, because we can easily raise the issue on chain of custody. I'm not saying we will, but that is always on the table. And precisely, Your Honors, although they are labeled as common exhibits, we marked them separately, Your Honor. We did not have markings on the same documents, Your Honor. And that is our position. But again, I beg the indulgence and the patience, Your Honor, of the distinguished opposing counsel and the Honorable Court.
Can I just,
Counsel,
my last manifestation, Your Honor, anent this acknowledgement receipts, Your Honor. You will note from the acknowledgement receipts that these are certified true copies. Certified true copies of receipts submitted to the COA ICFAO, Your Honor. They're not documents from the prosecution. They are documents which this witness, by way of subpoena, duces tecum, and testificandum, produced before this court, Your Honor. So the provenance, the source of these documents, and there is a certification issued by his office, show that there should be no doubt as to where these documents came from. As to their existence, Your Honor, there should be no doubt.
may the presiding officer ask, are we talking about the same number of documents to begin with? 847, correct, Counsel?
845, Your Honor.
45? Counsel for the respondent?
I'm confirming now, Your Honor.
Are the common exhibits for both prosecution and respondent 845 documents?
Your Honor, the problem here is during the marking, there were inconsistencies with the number of ARs that were presented between each party, Your Honor. And that is why we cannot stipulate on the same. Now, as to the question on whether we have the same number for the fourth quarter, we are still verifying, Your Honor, but I'm afraid I will waste the court's time now if we verify further.
Anyway, Counsel, Attorney Kapunan, unfortunately, if they are not willing to stipulate, the court cannot twist their hand into so stipulating for whatever reason they may have. So kindly proceed as you intended to.
We submit, Mr. Presiding Officer. Mr. Witness. Nung nag-evaluate ka ng post-audit evaluation ng documents, liquidation documents submitted to you, your office by the Office of the Vice President, was there evidence or documents submitted to your office to show how payments were made?
Ang tanging sinamit lang po nila in support of their payments po ay yung documentary evidence payments in the form of acknowledgement receipts.
Okay. And will you please tell this court, this impeachment court, if you, in the course of your post-audit, carefully evaluated acknowledgement receipts?
Ang ginawa ko po, upon receipt of those acknowledgement receipts, tinabulate ko po lahat ng acknowledgement receipts na yon based on their purpose, based on their, kung kailan po yung dates of payment, and then based on the amount po na binayaran nila as provided po doon sa acknowledgement receipts.
You mentioned, Mr. Witness, that you prepared your own tabulation,
Yes, ma'am.
and did you bring them with you, this tabulation?
I brought it po with me.
Can you share them with us?
Your Honor, may I be allowed po to share the tabulation?
Witness may may refer to his notes with respect to the tabulation, yes.
Your Honor, please, I think defense counsel will note that this is not a pre-marked document during the pretrial, but we had made a reservation that we will be
Assisting-
marking documents in the course of our this witness testimony.
Assisting counsel for the parties may approach the witness and view the document being referred to by the witness.
While counsel for the respondents are perusing the document, Your Honor, may we have this marked as Exhibit P-I-29?
Later on, you may do so. The clerk of court is so instructed to make the corresponding marking after in due course, rather. Witness may answer the question.
Can you repeat the question po?
Okay, Mr. Witness, you said earlier in answer to my question that you received acknowledgement receipts and that you made a tabulation. Kung ano-ano itong mga acknowledgement receipts.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We don't have a copy now and we reserve the right to provide counsel for the respondent a copy, but can you share with us your findings based on your notes or your tabulation?
Based on my tabulation po, napansin ko na some of the payments were dated December 2023, which is beyond the scope po nung covered ng kanilang cash advances. And yun nga po, katulad nung nasabi ko kanina, may mga payment of rewards po sila, either in cash, in medicines, and in various goods. Pero wala na po silang sinamit na any document na support or evidence, document evidencing the success of the information gathering activity on account of the information given by the informer. And also,
How did you prepare your tabulation?
noong time po na binigay sa akin yung acknowledgement receipts, doon ko po tinabulate yung payments based doon nga po sa purpose po ng payment,
Okay.
doon sa date po ng payment and the amount po na binayaran doon sa recipients.
Will your tabulation show, and can you share with us if it does, ano ang sinabi mong mga purposes na naka-indicate?
Yes po, nakalagay po sa tabulation ko yung purpose.
Can you read from your notes, please? On page 1.
Your Honor, just to manifest for the record while
Counsel for
he's
respondent.
perusing his notes, that when I inspected the document, it seems to be a privately encoded document, a printout without any signature of who prepared it.
Do you
Just a
confirm-
manifestation, Your Honor, just to put that
Do you
on record.
confirm, Mr. Witness?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay.
Since it is a personal notes po, so hindi ko na po pinirmahan yung
Duly noted.
tabulation.
How many pages is your tabulation?
$19 pages po.
Okay. Your Honor, please, this P-29, P-1-29, which is a tabulation consisting of 19 pages, we will request that they, at the appropriate time, be submarked as P-29-A up to end series, Your Honor. Now,
So ordered.
can you read from your tabulation? What is in page 1? How many names are there? Total, if you recall. And based on your tabulation.
Can you repeat your question po?
Based sa tabulation na ginawa mo, na sinabi mo na summary ng mga acknowledgement receipts, how many is the total of the acknowledgement receipts?
Based on the acknowledgement receipts po, ang lumalabas na expenses ay 125,150,000.
125 million
150,000.
150,000. For what period is this, Mr. Witness?
Based on the documents po na submitted to us, December 21 to 31, 2022. Pero katulad nga po ng sinabi ko, some of the dates po dun sa acknowledgement receipts ay dated December 2023.
Okay. Sinabi mo na ang total is 125,150,000. Magkano ba ang binigay na confidential funds?
Based on the documents submitted to ICFAO, 125 million pesos po.
May discrepancy. Hindi tugma, 150,000 na butal.
Based on the documents po, yes, may discrepancy po yung acknowledgement receipts and the accomplishment report.
Okay. Thank you for your pointing that out. Ano pa ang dapat malaman namin sa tabulation mo?
Yung meron po silang, katulad po nung sinabi ko kanina, meron silang purchases na ginawa. Pero yun nga po, supported lang po ng acknowledgement receipts instead of sales invoices or official receipts.
Do you have an amount, Mr. Witness?
May I approach, Your Honor?
Counsel Meduso.
I think nasa notice of suspension po yung amount. May I be allowed po to refer to the notice of suspension?
Okay. At
This
the,
is a stipulated document, right, Counsel?
yes, Your Honor, the notice of suspension is.
The
We
notice
will
of suspension.
we will ask again the question in due course.
Kindly ask the question again, Counsel for the panel of prosecutors. Witness is asking for permission to refer to the notice of suspension to answer your question. Assistant Counsels, Mayor Puch.
Based on this notice of suspension, actually wala pong total pero nandito po yung breakdown ng amounts per type of purchase po.
Okay. Can we go through the breakdown of amounts?
Opo.
Based on your notice of suspension, which is a common exhibit of
As
the
to the-
prosecution and the defense.
As to the various goods which were given as rewards, 34,857,000. As to the medicines which were given as rewards,
34 million for rewards.
as to the medicines po which were given as rewards, 24,930,000. As to the purchase supplies, 11,813,000 pesos. As to the tables and chairs, 500,000 pesos. And as to desktop computers and printers, 3 million pesos.
What else, Mr. Witness?
Hindi pa rin po nila pala sinubmit yung proof of submission noong revised accomplishment report to the Office of the President, the Senate President, and the Speaker of the House.
Ngayon. If we show you a select few of these acknowledgement receipts, would you be able to identify them?
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, can we ask our attorney, Mark Peña? Can I mention his name because his mother daw is watching?
Assisting Counsels may approach for both
Attorney
parties.
Mark Peña.
Ano na ma-identify yan?
Where is it? Your Honor, the witness is being presented for the record 845 acknowledgement receipts. In a box, and for purposes of reference, these have been marked as exhibits P-1-8 and series for the prosecution.
How many boxes, Counsel?
3 boxes, Your Honor.
What was the folder earlier given to the witness by Attorney Peña?
The folder given, Your Honor, is just one of the folders, Your Honor,
Inside the box.
inside the box. So for the record, Your Honor, Attorney Peña showed to the witness a sample folder of a folder which is among the 845 documents inside several folders inside 3 boxes.
Containing the 845 exhibits.
Yes, Your Honor.
Assisting Counsel may show the witness a sample of the 845 acknowledgement receipts contained in a folder. So, Mr. Wamel, is this one of the 845 documents that you examined in relation to acknowledgement receipts pertaining to confidential funds allegedly spent for the period covering December 21 to December 31, 2022?
Yes, sir. Yes po, Your Honor.
You're a witness, Counsel.
Okay. If I show you some, the defense. Could you please go over briefly the other folders? Your Honor, please, may we ask for a 3-minute recess for this?
For what purpose, Counsel?
So you can go over the folders and so I can sit down.
Ito po yung sample na
Trial
Recently,
is
yeah.
suspended for how many minutes, Counsel? 3 minutes then.
Your Honor, please, if I
Counsel
might,
for the panel of prosecutors. Yes, ma'am.
if I may, Your Honor, as can be seen, the examination of the documents took more than 3 minutes, just to attest that these documents are voluminous. And in connection therewith, Your Honor, since counsel has not agreed to a stipulation of all 845 documents, we call to rescue Section 130 of Rule 130, Section 3, Your Honor, C. And for the record, if we may be allowed to read, Your Honor. This rule on documentary evidence is the exception to the original document rule, which requires that all documents must be presented. But in this particular section, Rule 130, Section 3C, it says, Your Honors, that when the original consists of numerous accounts, and that is what we are seeing today, and other documents which cannot be examined in court without great loss of time, and the facts sought to be established from them is only the general result of the same. I think, Your Honor, this is applicable, especially if we likewise see Section 7, which is summaries of the same rule, Your Honor. In Section 7, entitled Summaries, when the contents of documents, records, photographs, or numerous accounts are voluminous, as can be seen, 3 boxes and several folders, and the facts sought to be established is only the general result of the whole, the contents of such evidence may be presented in the form of a chart, a summary, or calculation. Your Honor, please, I think under this Rule 130, Section 3C, in conjunction with Section 7 relating to voluminous records and summaries, Your Honor, we will be, as we had earlier, marked a tabulation, which is the summary of all 845 acknowledgement receipts, Your Honor, all of which are intended to just prove one thing, Your Honor. To prove that certain amounts are covered by acknowledgement receipts which were submitted by way of liquidation for confidential funds, and the purpose for which they were spent or discharged or withdrawn are not in compliance with Joint Circular 2015, Your Honor. That is the result intended from this 845 documents, which we will no longer individually present. In lieu thereof, Your Honor, pursuant to Section 3C in conjunction with Section 7 of Rule 130, we will just be presenting the tabulation, Your Honor, marked as Exhibit P-1-29 and series, Your Honor, and reserve the right to just highlight certain select acknowledgement receipts, which we will ask this witness to testify to as to the contents thereof, Your Honor.
Comment from counsel for respondents.
We have no objection to the applicability of the rule invoked, Your Honor, by the distinguished opposing counsel without prejudice to our right to test the accuracy of the table at the proper time.
And to individually question its authenticity during cross or
Yes.
during its presentation, and to be given copies as well, should you so desire.
Correct, subject to cross, Your Honor.
Counsel may proceed in accordance with Rule 130, Section 3C in relation to Section 7, in relation to, given that the documents are indeed voluminous. And for the information of the senator judges, this does not in any way detract from the fact that the documents, the acknowledgement receipts do exist, only that they are too voluminous. Therefore, the witness will be testifying based on his summary of these documents instead of individually. Counsel for the panel of prosecutors may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor, for the ruling. Now, I will show you select few of these acknowledgement receipts. And for better appreciation of the Honorable Impeachment Court, we will be flashing some select few. Exhibit P-1-8-184. Showing to you, Mr. Witness, this exhibit. It is an acknowledgement receipt in the name of Mary Grace Piatos for the amount of 70,000 pesos. Please peruse this document and tell us if this is among the acknowledgement receipts that you said you received and evaluated based on the submissions of the Office of the Vice President.
This AR po is among the acknowledgement receipts submitted by the OBP to ICFAO.
Before we go to this particular exhibit, in the name of Mary Grace Piatos for 70,000 pesos, tell us, Mr. Witness, ano ba talagang ibig sabihin ng acknowledgement receipt?
Well, kapag sinabing acknowledgement, actually wala siyang provision dun sa joint circular, pero ito kasi ay parang proof of na-receive noong payee yung binayad sa kanya.
So, acknowledgement receipt, as the name suggests, acknowledges na na-receive.
Na-receive niya yung payment from the payor po.
So, ina-acknowledge ng isang Mary Grace Piatos na tumanggap siya ng magkano?
Based from this acknowledgement receipt po, tumanggap po si Mary Grace Piatos ng 70,000 pesos for the payment of rewards, close and open parenthesis, medicines.
Ano, bakit dalawa to? Payment of rewards tsaka medicines. Anong ibig sabihin? Ang binayad sa kanya na reward ay gamot?
Hindi ko po ma-determine based on this document alone po, kaya po kami nagpapasubmit ng additional documents. And also, since it is payment of rewards po, hindi rin po enough lang na acknowledgement receipts. Kailangan din pong makomply yung provision noong joint circular as to the payment of rewards.
Okay. So, itong Mary Grace Piatos acknowledgement receipt ay sinasabi mo na violation ito ng joint circular. Bakit?
Dahil hindi po ito properly supported by document evidencing success po, which is required under 4.8.5 of the joint circular 2015-01.
Okay. Incidentally, Mr. Witness, pag merong pangalang Mary Grace Piatos, kayo ba ay nag-i-investigate or kasama ba ng post-audit nyo ang mag-ascertain sino ba itong Mary Grace Piatos?
Since what we do po is compliance audit, so ang nagiging basehan lang po namin ng audit ay kung ano yung nakalagay or piniprescribe ng Joint Circular 2015-01. Pero dun sa Joint Circular naman po kasi, hindi naman nakalagay doon na kailangan tignan namin yung recipient ng payment.
Okay. I will show you another document. Mark for the prosecution, Attorney Peña, P-1-8-619. Another Piatos, name Rene Piatos. Pakibasa. The amount is 100.
Counsel, it's Renan Piatos.
Renan Piatos. Renan Piatos. Ang amount 110,000 pesos. At ang date ay 12/27/2023. Being flashed on the screen for better appreciation of the Honorable Impeachment Court. What observation can you make or have you made as regards this acknowledgement receipt?
Based on this acknowledgement receipt po, binayad po siya noong December 27, 2023, which is 1 year po after nung supposedly coverage nung kanilang cash advance for confidential fund.
Kailan ba binigay ulit itong cash advance?
December 27, 2023 po, based on this document.
Pero what actually is the correct date if you know?
I cannot determine po the correct date based on this document, pero Dapat po kasi ipasok siya doon sa coverage ng kanilang cash advance based on the documents submitted to ICPAO.
So hindi ito pasok.
Yes, ma'am. Based on this document, yung period of payment, yung date of payment po ay hindi pasok doon sa coverage ng kanilang cash advance.
Anong tawag doon? Yung hindi pasok? Discrepancy?
Hindi po siya discrepancy. Hindi lang talaga siya pasok. Parang the payment was made outside the coverage noong
With the
cash
permission
advance.
of council, December 21 to December 31, 2022, yung covered period ng disbursement
Yes.
ng confidential fund, Mr. Wamil, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
So when you say hindi pasok dun sa period na yon, ng
Yes
December
po, Your
21 to 31, 2022.
Yes po, Your Honor.
Dahil 2023 nakalagay na taon, supposedly. Tama?
Yes po, Your Honor.
Okay.
You may proceed, council.
12 months na hindi pasok. 2023. Exhibit P-1-8-4113 413 in the name of Nova Santos for the amount of 85,000 pesos. Anong observation mo dito sa acknowledgement receipt na ito, if any?
Since it is payment of rewards po, and closing up in parentheses, various goods, dapat ay supported po ito ng document of success as prescribed under item 4.8.5 of the Joint Circular 2015-01.
Ano bang kino-consider ng COA ICFAO na document of success?
Actually, wala kang specific na document as prescribed under the Joint Circular. Pero kapag may sinabit po kasi sa amin, chine-check namin if the requirement of the Joint Circular is met. So tinitingnan po namin yung relationship between the successful information gathering or surveillance activities vis-a-vis yung information given by the informer.
I'll show you now. P-1-8-531 in the name of Miko P. Harina for 295,000 pesos. Again, ang nakalagay dito, hindi pasok. 12/31/2023.
Leading, Your Honor. Objection.
Okay, I will reform.
Kindly reform,
What can you say, what can you observe about the date indicated there, if any?
The date po indicated in this document is December 31, 2023 as the date po nung receipt of payment by the
And what
payee.
significance can you draw, if any, from this date?
It is outside po dun sa period po nung kanilang disbursement which is December 21 to 31, 2022.
And the purpose? Ano yung purpose na naka-indicate dyan?
Ang nakalagay po ay payment of purchase supplies.
Okay. Itong purchase supplies na ito, 295,000 worth of purchase of supplies. What documents, if any, were submitted
Ang sinamit
to
po nila,
indicate ano ang mga supplies worth 295,000 na binili nung 1 year after, 12/21/2023. Meron bang dokumentong sinubmit? At kung meron, ano-ano yun?
wala po silang document na sinabit. Ito lang pong acknowledgement receipt.
P-1-8-643 in the name of Janice Marie Revilla. Na-investigate mo ba kung kamag-anak to ni Senator Bong Revilla? Mr. Witness? Mr. Witness?
That is beyond na po our scope of audit.
Okay. And the amount is 70,000 pesos. Again, for purchase of information dated 12/28/2022. Any observation on this acknowledgement receipt?
Wala naman po akong nakitang observation dito sa acknowledgement receipt na ito. Since yung purchase of information is among those allowable expenses naman po under the Joint Circular 2015-01.
Patiting. Patiting. P-1-8567 for 150,000 pesos. 12/23/2022. Parang hindi katiting ito. Patiting. For purchase of information. Ang observation mo? Any observation?
Since ang allowed naman po ang purchase of information under 4.8 of the Joint Circular, wala naman po akong nakitang observation with respect to this acknowledgement receipt.
P-1-8-545 in the name of Odi or Andy C. Lim for 50,000 pesos. Andilim. Kanya ko pala hindi mabasa. Andilim. Para kay Andilim. 50,000 pesos. Ang date, 12/21/2023. Ano ang observation mo ulit? Kung meron man.
Yung date of payment po, December 27, 2023, is outside the coverage po nung kanilang period of disbursement, which is December 21 to 31, 2022.
Kung merong andilim, siguro dahil
Objection,
pikit.
Your Honor. I'm sorry, but I've been giving leeway to opposing counsel, but I think she's been coloring, the contents of the documents more than what is shown in
Your
the
Honor, I'm
document
just reading. It
itself.
says here. And
No, Your
counsel
Honor,
can refer. It says andilim.
I think you
It's
know
the
my
way it
point, Your
sounds, Your
Honor.
Honor. It's like patiting. That's the way it's spelled. And the next one, maybe you will object again. It's Alejandro A. Pikit. I was gonna say, kanya siguro madali. May pikit ang mata. Pikit.
Exactly, Your Honor, our point, Your Honor.
Pikit.
Counsel for the panel of prosecutors. I think you know what the counsel for the respondent is talking about.
Yes.
Kindly
Your-
proceed accordingly.
Okay, Alejandro A. Pikit, P-18-544 for 90,000 pesos. And the date here, again, is 12/21/2023. Purchase of information. Any observation, Mr. Witness?
Yung date of payment po na December 21, 2023 based on this document is outside po doon sa kanilang period of disbursement.
Okay. P-1-8-556 being shown to you and flashed on the screen is for Fiona Biong for 80,000 pesos, 12/22/2022, also for payment of information. Any comment, Mr. Witness?
Wala naman po akong particular observation on this AR kasi yung purchase of information is allowed naman po under 4.8 of the Joint Circular.
And the last two, also for payment of information, P-1-8-654 for Cisfronio Balsac for 70,000 pesos. And P-1-8-615 for Gabriel S. Bisaya for 70,000 pesos. 12/27/2022. Any observations, Mr. Witness?
Yung date of payment po ng December 27, 2023, which is outside the coverage po nung kanilang period of disbursement.
Now, having shown you selected few of these 845 acknowledgement receipts, can you confirm now that the ones shown to you and those that are part of your summary stated in your tabulation are the documents submitted to you by the Office of the Vice President by way of liquidation of monies allegedly paid to alleged payees and for alleged purposes?
Yes po, ma'am.
I will go now to the Office of the Vice President. What happened next, if any?
From what from what period po yung tinatanong niyo, ma'am? From the date of
After you received the response of the Office of the Vice President, what action did you take, if any?
I evaluated po the response, the explanation contained in the response as well as the documents po attached in the response, and nag-issue po kami ng notice of suspension dahil hindi pa rin po compliant yung kanilang submission sa ICFAO.
Again, can you remind us what a notice of suspension is?
Based on the Joint Circular 2015-01, notice of suspension is a written notification to the head of the agency and the agency accountant, informing them of the temporary disallowance in audit of the disbursement because it appears that the disbursement is illegal, irregular, or improper, and that they are required to submit an explanation or justification or the documents being sought in the notice of suspension or both po.
If a notice of suspension is shown to you, P-1-13-A, which is a common exhibit with the defense, would you be able to identify the same?
Yes, ma'am.
And for better appreciation of the Honorable Impeachment Court, we will
Assisting
be
counsel of
flashing the
both
same
parties
on
may
the screen.
approach. You may proceed, counsel.
In your notice of suspension, which you said you issued, and which is a common exhibit, what were your recommendations thereat?
In this notice of suspension po, katulad po nung in-explain ko kanina, may mga payment of rewards silang ginawa in cash, in medicine, and in various goods, pero hindi po properly supported with any document evidencing success as prescribed po in item 4.8.5 of the joint circular. That is observation number 1 po.
We are flashing on the screen, and for easy reference, this has been boxed, Your Honor. What else?
Also in the NS po, yun katulad din nung sinabi ko kanina, meron silang mga purchases na ginawa, which is yung purchases of medicine which were given as rewards, yung purchases of various goods, which were given as rewards, yung purchase supplies, yung tables and tables and chairs, at yung desktop printers and computers ay supported lamang ng acknowledgement receipts instead of sales invoices or official receipts. And also with respect to the purchased tables and chairs and desktop printers and computers, hindi po nila in-indicate if these purchases were intended for the confidential operations of the Office of the Vice President.
What else is here in
Um,
your notice of suspension?
Third po, yung ibang acknowledgement receipts po, yung receipts of payment ay naka-December 2023 at yung ibang acknowledgement receipts ay wala pong date kung kailan ni-receive ni payee yung payment po.
No. If these acknowledgement receipts, there are certain acknowledgement receipts dated 2023, if shown to you, would you be able to identify the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing to you now. Acknowledgement receipts dated December 20, 2023, beyond the period beyond the covered period of the last quarter of 2022. Please go over these documents.
Assisting counsel may show the witness the documents.
Your Honor, please, this notice of suspension, as I mentioned earlier, is a common exhibit, Your Honor, and I will call the witness to please take a look at Annex A of this notice of suspension, which appears to be a tabulation of these undated and dated 2023 acknowledgement receipts. Are you looking at it? Annex A? What is the total, Mr. Witness, based on your Annex A of your notice of suspension of the total amount for acknowledgement receipts issued for a period not covered by the confidential funds?
Can you clarify po yung question? Yung mga dated December 2023 po ba yun?
Yes, Mr. Witness.
Based on this annex po, yung total ng mga acknowledgement receipts na dated December 2023 ay 25,606,000 pesos.
For 2023, 25,606,000. What about confidential funds liquidated based on undated acknowledgement receipts na walang date? Undated.
Based po on
Is
the...
that also shown in your Annex A?
Yes po, ma'am.
Can you tell this court how much that amount is for undated acknowledgement receipts na walang petsa?
Ang total amount po ay 3,276,000 pesos po.
Okay, and pag tinotal natin ito, magkano lahat ito ang nakalagay sa notice of suspension mo?
Yung undated tsaka December
Yes, Mr.
20.
Witness.
Bali, ang magiging total po ay almost 29 million pesos po.
Okay. Sa notice of suspension, what other findings are stated thereon?
Sa notice of suspension po, may findings din po about some expenses po na pinresent doon sa kanilang acknowledgement receipts na hindi presented doon sa kanilang accomplishment report.
What else, Mr. Witness?
Number 5 po dun sa notice of suspension, katulad po nung sinabi ko kanina, yung total expenses nila based on the acknowledgement receipts ay umabot ng 125,150,000, which is 150,000 in excess po doon sa kanilang total expenses based on the accomplishment report na 125 million pesos.
Let me try to understand this. Nag-issue ang total is sobra. Nag-liquidate, pero ang liquidate nila ay sobra sa amount na 150 million.
Ang
100
ginastos po nila
I'm sorry,
based on the acknowledgement
125.
receipts ay sobra po compared dun sa laman ng kanilang accomplishment report.
May discrepancy?
May discrepancy po na 150,000 pesos.
What happened? May notice of suspension. What happened after you issued this notice of suspension? If any?
After po ma-issue yung notice of suspension ay wala na po akong personal knowledge since nag-transfer na po ako to other audit sector po of the Commission on Audit.
Thank you, Mr. Witness. We have just finished the liquidation of the last quarter of 2022. We are we are mindful, Your Honor, of the request of the presiding judge to end at 2:30. Would you like us to continue? There are 3 more quarters for the Office of the Vice President and the Department of Education. We can start for 10 more minutes or we can end here, Mr.
Let's end at 2:30, Council. Let's try
Yes,
to
okay.
use up the time. You can proceed with the first quarter of the OVP. All of these documents are admitted and stipulated to by the Council correspondent anyway.
Yes, Your Honor. Now, Mr. Witness, let's now go to the first court, let us now go to the first quarter. Mr. Witness, you mentioned earlier that aside from the fourth quarter of 2022, you also audited the OVP's liquidation of confidential funds for the first 3 quarters of 2023. You confirm that, Mr. Witness?
Yes po, I confirm po.
Okay. If I show you the OVP's, the Office of the Vice President's response dated November 30, 2023, a stipulated document, and for prosecution marked as Exhibit P-1-12-D, dated November 30, 2023. And we are showing it on the screen, Your Honors, for better appreciation by the impeachment court. What, Mr. Witness, were, if any, were the liquidation documents submitted by the Office of the Vice President as regards the confidential funds received for first quarter and the second quarter of 2023?
Counsel, just to point it out, I believe that the November 30 response pertains to the last quarter of 2022, not the first quarter of 2023.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you for pointing it out, Your Honor. For the first quarter of 2023, what documents were submitted by the Office of the Vice President by way of liquidation of the confidential funds for this period?
The documents po submitted by the Office of the Vice President for the first and second quarter of 2023 include yung kanilang liquidation report, yung disbursement voucher, yung cheque, yung obligation request, their physical and financial plan for calendar year 2023, yung kanilang quarterly accomplishment reports, and yung proof of submission po noon dun sa Office of the President, the Senate President, and the Speaker of the House, yung certification po nung accountable officer on the utilization of the confidential fund, yung designation po nung kanilang special disbursing officer, yung specimen signatures nung signatories nung documents, at yung fidelity bond po nung kanilang accountable officers.
And Mr. Witness, if these documents are shown to you, would you be able to identify the same? Again, Your Honor, the documents mentioned by the witness are stipulated documents
Councilman
And-
Repuch.
marked both by the prosecution and defense. Showing to you, Mr. Witness, liquidation documents for the period covering February 6 to March 29, 2023. For another period, April 25. Okay. Oh. Among the documents being shown to you is a physical and financial plan issued by the Office of the Vice President for calendar year 2023, being flashed on the screen. Specifically, a physical and financial plan dated January 20, 2023, marked as Exhibit P-1-14-A-1, Common Exhibit with the respondent, defense. On the lower right side of this document, there appears a signature below the words approved by. Whose signature is this, Mr. Witness?
This is the signature po of the Vice President Sara Duterte.
And again, tell us why you know this signature. Tell us.
Because the OBP po submitted specimen signatures of the signatories po, and one of the specimen signatures submitted is that of the Vice President, and her signature po on the specimen signature submitted is the same with her signature po on this document.
And in this very same document, there is a phrase, quote unquote, approved by. What does this mean?
Ang ibig sabihin po noon ay inapprove po ni Vice Presidente yung contents ng physical and financial plan na sinubmit sa ICFAO.
Please take a look at these documents and tell us what significant observations have you made.
If any.
Based on this document po, hindi po naka-integrate dun sa column A yung specific confidential activities as required po under 4.2 of the Joint Circular 2015-01.
Why is this necessary?
It is necessary po since under item 4.2 po of the Joint Circular, it shall be the basis po ng disbursements ng kanilang confidential fund.
What else did you observe, Mr. Witness?
Since yung hindi po naka-enumerate yung kanilang specific confidential activities, yung columns for the expected outcome at yung column for the physical target ay hindi rin po kompleto since hindi po nakamatch yun doon sa kanilang specific confidential activities.
For the record, because it's not quite clear, could you read for the record what is there stated in the third column?
In the third column po, physical target. Letter A, number of identified areas with surveillance conducted and monitored. And letter B, percentage of activities implemented without untoward security-related incidents.
Okay. You mentioned number of areas. What specific number was indicated there?
Ang wala pong naka-indicate dito, ma'am.
There is no indication as to areas. What about where? Specifically, province, city, were these surveillances conducted?
Wala pong naka-indicate dito based on this document po.
And why is that necessary, Mr. Witness?
Actually, it is a plan, since it is a physical and financial plan, so ito po talaga yung basis nila for their disbursement.
Okay. What else is indicated there?
What, can you repeat your question po?
Ano pa nakalagay dyan sa third column na binabasa natin kanina?
Yung dalawa lang po, yung A and B.
Okay.
Number of identified areas and yung percentage of activities implemented.
And Mr. Witness, any other observation that you have made?
Katulad po nung sinabi ko kanina, dapat ay nakamatch yan dun sa kanilang specific confidential activities. Pero since hindi po naka-enumerate yung kanilang specific confidential activities, so hindi rin po kompleto yung information dun sa kanilang physical target.
Ano naman, based on this, ano naman ang provision, applicable provision ng joint circular?
That is
Ang
yung,
applicable dito.
yung item 4.2 po of the Joint Circular.
Ano ang 4.2 natin ulit?
It provides there po that all allocations for confidential fund must be supported with a physical and financial plan which shall indicate the proposed amount for each project, programs, and activities where the disbursements from the confidential fund shall be based.
Okay. We now go to the last set of documents, which are also stipulated documents. Three more documents. I am showing to you three checks, specifically land bank checks. A land bank check 002444053 dated January 31, 2023, previously marked as Prosecution's Exhibit P-1-11-B. Again, this is a stipulated document. What, if any, is the significance of this land bank check
Ito
being
pong,
flashed on the screen for easy reference?
ito pong land bank checks, ito yung proof na pwede na nilang i-withdraw yung kanilang cash advance.
At magkano ang land bank check na yan?
Based on this land bank checks po, ang amount po ay 125 million pesos per quarter from the first to third quarter of 2023.
Another check, land bank check number 002-45511 dated April 18, 2023, marked as Exhibit P-1-11-C, another stipulated document. What is the significance of this check? Being shown to you, Mr. Witness, and being flashed on the screen for easy reference of the impeachment court.
Ang significance po nito ay pwede na nilang i-withdraw. It is a proof that pwede na nilang i-withdraw yung amount of the cash advance.
And Mr. Witness, these three checks, and there is one last more.
One more check, Counsel.
One more check. Land Bank check number 000245664 dated July 13, 2023, marked as prosecution exhibit P-1-11-D, also a stipulated common exhibit. Please take a look at this check. Tell us the significance of this check, even.
The significance of this check po is it is a proof po na pwede na nilang i-withdraw yung kanilang cash advance for this quarter.
And this check submitted to your office, to the COA ICFAO,
Yes, ma'am.
are the very same checks that you identified this afternoon.
Yes, ma'am.
You
With the
wanna
indulgence
please,
of counsel, you want to wrap up there and continue your direct tomorrow?
Yes, Your Honor.
The witness is excused. Mr. Wamil, kindly be here again tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the continuation of your testimony. You will be testifying under the same oath. Now, for some administrative matters, pursuant to the July 20, 2026 ruling of the presiding officer, the BIR, Bureau of Internal Revenue, the Anti-Money Laundering Council, BDO Unibank, Philippine Savings Bank, PS Bank, Metropolitan Bank and Trust Company, Security Bank, Land Bank of the Philippines, and the Bank of the Philippine Islands, through their representatives, submitted the subpoena documents to the Office of the Clerk of Court on July 30, 2026. During their submission, however, BDO Unibank and Security Bank manifested their request for an additional period of 10 days. 10 banking days rather, until August 13 to submit documents which they were not able to submit on time. BDO requested for additional time to retrieve, compile, produce, and submit item number 3 in the subpoena, namely all account transactions, records, ledgers, journals, etc., and transaction logs. Meanwhile, Security Bank manifested that due to the volume, it was unable to complete the printing of documents pertaining to 2 of the 20 entities, namely GenCorp Industries and Cali 88 Foods Corporation. In view of the foregoing, the court resolves to note and grant the request of BDO for an additional 10 days, 10 banking days rather, or until August 13 to submit the additional documents required by the subpoena duces tecum. Right, likewise, BDO is directed to submit 4 additional USB flash drives containing the electronic copies of the subpoena documents which were submitted on July 30. The same ruling applies for the other banks and government agencies and offices. The court also notes and grants the request of Security Bank for an additional 10 working days from July 30 or until August 13 to submit to the clerk of court the 3 certified true copies and 5 USB flash drives containing the complete electronic copies of the bank records pertaining to GenCorp Industries Incorporated and Cali Foods 88. For the information of the senator judges, the clerk of court received the submission coming from the BIR after the BIR commissioner submitted a presidential authorization providing for the release of the documents from the BIR as required by Section 71 in relation to Section 270 of the National Internal Revenue Code, in compliance again with the court's directive prior to receiving its submission. For the information of the senator judges and then for the information of the parties, copies shall be given, if at all, to the parties after the submissions have been completed, where the parties will be given equal opportunity to review the documents, photocopy the same, and study the same, since this is still the last article we will be taking up. So ordered. If there are no other business to be taken up, we will adjourn the trial, and for the information of the senator judges, session shall be convened at 3 p.m. in the afternoon upon advice of the Senate President, Senate President Win Gatchalian. Trial is adjourned until tomorrow, August 4 at 10 a.m.